Maple Grove police are asking for the public's help after a fatal shooting Sunday afternoon. Just before 3 p.m., someone called 911 and reported two drivers arguing near County Road 30 and Garland Lane North. The situation quickly escalated, leaving one of them dead. Reporter Sonia Goins has more on what happened.
Maple Grove police are investigating this as a possible road rage incident. According to police, two drivers were arguing near this intersection of County Road 30 and Garland Lane North when one of them pulled out a gun and shot at the other driver. Both motorists left the scene and police eventually found a man with a gunshot wound inside his vehicle near 94 and Maple Grove Parkway. He later died at the hospital. People are still looking for the gunman, but they have several leads. Authorities are not releasing a vehicle description or license plate number. If you have any information, give Maple Grove Police a call. In Maple Grove, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
A new phase of the West Broadway Bridge project that connects Robbinsdale to Minneapolis begins this week. Construction crews will start removing and replacing the on-ramp bridge on Lowry Avenue. During the removal process, the intersection below the bridges will be closed for up to 5 days. Crews will also work to reconstruct the northern half of the intersection connecting Victory Memorial and Theodore Worth Parkways. Meanwhile, Hennepin County will also spend the next few months building the remaining sections of the northbound bridge. Detours will be in place through the fall. The negotiating team for the city of Robbinsdale has agreed on contract terms with a city manager candidate. A city council vote on that contract is expected this week. That candidate is Tim Sandvik, who currently is the assistant city administrator with Vadnais Heights. The city, with the help of the local search company, went through 30 applicants for the job before zeroing in on Sandvik. Robbinsdale Mayor Bill Blonigan likened his skill set to that of a Swiss Army knife. Before Vadnais Heights, Sandvik worked for 3 other cities, including Brooklyn Park. He would replace longtime city manager Marcia Glick, who is retiring. If approved by the full council, Sandvik would officially start his duties on May 27th. We're more than halfway through the holy month of Ramadan. And as Delane Cleveland reports, a New Hope company is helping Muslim children around the world become closer to their faith this season.
As I'm doing the program, I'll start with a story. So I'll be like, I am 7 years old.
Inspiration can come from the unlikeliest of places.
I'm sitting in my mom's bedroom looking at the mirror.
And within the walls of an office building in New Hope,
and I tiptoe over to my mom's dresser. She says, Amin.
Amin Osseo broadcasts to the world. His audience consists of thousands of children between the ages of 4 and 9.
And I also see a baby shark, do-do-do-do-do-do, baby shark, do-do-do-do-do. All right, anyways.
Who are logging onto this live video stream to learn life lessons and develop a greater appreciation of their Muslim faith.
Ramadan is the most important time of the year for Muslim families. But the reality is, everyone is busy. Moms and dads are working harder than they've ever worked before. So we thought to ourselves, how can we help bring the spirit of this month into hearts and homes? And we thought, look, let's create a digital camp.
Osseo is the founder of Noor Kids. It's a series of children's books he launched 10 years ago aimed at being a guide for young Muslims.
I want Noor Kids to be a light that helps provide these kids a feeling of belonging, that helps kids feel comfortable with who they are and the faith that's in their heart.
So far, Noor Kids has published more than 70 books.
Some of the books are like The Power of Prayer, Squeaky Clean, Agents of Change, The Dark Whisper.
Featuring a colorful cast of characters.
This over here is Asad. Asad's a scientist.
While the books have reached a global audience,
words are powerful. Our ability to speak is special.
Osseo says the response to this digital camp, which runs every day of Ramadan and features a mix of storytelling and hands-on activities, has been overwhelming.
What we didn't realize is how many people would be interested in it. In about 2.5 weeks, we've had 70,000 families from around the world join. And it's been the honor of my life.
His goal is to create content that's simple while also addressing real-life feelings, challenges, and struggles much in the same vein of Mr. Rogers.
Through this camp, we're hoping to help children feel confident of who they are and the faith that's in their heart. And I'm really proud of that.
In New Hope, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
The digital Ramadan camp is free, and for a link, you can go to our website at ccxmedia.org. Meanwhile, Osseo says they are in discussion with Netflix to create a Noor Kids animated series. The annual art exhibition for Robbinsdale area schools is happening right now at Robbin Gallery. Students from 5 middle schools and 4 high schools are displaying their work.
Students having the opportunity to exhibit at a real gallery has been really inspiring, not only for the students that were chosen this year, but students in general. And I'm just finding students getting really excited and engaged in the classroom to want to do more with their work.
The artwork on display ranges from paintings and drawings to ceramics and photographs. Students were given the freedom to create using any medium they chose. The exhibition runs through April 30th, and more information can be found at robbingallery.org. We'll leave you now with more of the exhibit.
Games start this week for many high school lacrosse teams, including the Maple Grove girls, who are shooting for a 3rd consecutive Northwest Suburban Conference title. The weather hasn't really cooperated for high school spring sports, so indoor practices like this one for the Maple Grove girls lacrosse team are welcome. Coming off a 15-2 season and a 5th straight state tournament appearance, the Crimson are excited for a new year.
The coaches and I have been very pleasantly surprised with the caliber that the girls are playing at already this season, and with how prepared the girls were coming in into the 2022 season.
Maple Grove graduated 3 of its top 4 scorers, but the players believe there's enough talent here where goal scoring shouldn't be an issue.
The younger girls, like I said, do really want it, and they aren't afraid to go to cage, and that's not typical for younger girls, so I'm really excited to see what they have to do on the field, but I don't think scoring will be an issue.
Among the returning players is senior attack Danny Key, who scored 36 goals last season. Ella Olson and freshman Sosie Van Wyck will also be counted on for scoring. Jamie Stolp and Leah Muscatello anchor a revamped midfield. And Emma Crater has moved in from out of state to take over for the Crimson in goal. After 5 straight titles winning Section 8, the Crimson moved to Section 5 this year, which includes Blake and defending section champion Benilde St. Margaret's.
I'm really excited to play some of those teams. I know some of the girls from playing club with them and playing them in the past, and it should be a great challenge. Playing against some of those higher teams that probably are a lot better than some of the Northwest Suburban Conference teams.
The Hopkins softball team hopes to make a return trip to the state tournament this season. Jay Wilcox has more on the Royals.
Coming off a state tournament trip in 2021, it's fair to say expectations are high for the Hopkins softball team this spring.
They definitely are. We're hoping to return to state this year again. So we got the talent back, like you said, and we're going to have a great year.
We returned the core of our starting lineup, and our returning pitcher and our top 5 hitters. And so, yeah, I think the expectation's pretty high that we've set for ourselves.
The Royals were 20-5 and won the Section 6 4A title to advance to state last season. Though they lost in the quarterfinals, it was a memorable experience.
It was insane. It was huge for us, for softball, because we hadn't been there for a while. And I mean, we had such a young team last year, and it was amazing. And I think everyone could say the same.
You know what, coming off of COVID and losing the year before COVID, it was big. It was big for the girls. That was something we had set for a long time to get to the state tournament, and the way we did it and the way we pulled together to do it was awesome.
Power hitting catcher Lauren Granger is back for her senior season, along with pitcher Signe Dose. two pretty good leaders for the team.
I mean, we got Lauren Granger, and she's a great player, so we kind of, we see her as a good role model. We got Signe Doe, she's an amazing pitcher, amazing infielder. So a lot of us just kind of look at them and we're like, we want to be them, we want to work towards who they are as a player and as a person, so.
Also back for Hopkins, outfielder Ruth Freiberg. Middle infielders Taylor Katzenmeyer and Anissa Dysart. Third baseman and catcher Delaney Lindstrom. And outfielder Violet Dupree. The Royals beat Matamidi in their first game, but the weather pattern has forced some postponements and is getting a little old.
I mean, it's a little frustrating at first because, we don't know if we're going to have gym space or not. But with our turf field, it's nice if the weather's nice when you go out there. Except for today, everything else is pretty good. It's kind of getting a little bogus sitting in here, though.
When the season really gets going, they're eager to continue their winning ways at Hopkins. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.